This is the newly updated Omnipressor plugin from Eventide. Company founder and inventor of the Omnipressor, Richard Factor, has personally, painstakingly reworked the algorithm to more faithfully replicate the sound from the original 1971 rack mount classic. Now, over 40 years later, it still remains one of the most unique effects ever created. This is not like your normal go-to compressor. The Omnipressor was originally billed as a professional quality dynamic modifier, and it was the first device to introduce the notion of sidechaining and look-ahead processing. The function control allows you to set compression and expansion ratios of a wide continuous range, from extreme expansion to infinite compression and beyond. In this video, we'll play some audio examples of how this creative dynamics processor can shape your sound in ways not possible with a standard compressor. You'll also notice that the Omnipressor imparts a tone and character you can't find anywhere else. For infinite compression, the Omnipressor takes varying input levels and processes them into a uniform output level. Note, the hiss you hear is not unwanted noise. The Omnipressor is actually raising the noise floor. Let's hear it on a guitar. Now we'll try it on a drum loop. These examples are a bit extreme, but we could tame the effect by using the newly featured mix knob. Omnipressor is an extremely effective noise gate. Just set the threshold, and anytime the signal falls below that level, the sound is gated. Let's hear it on the same drum loop from the previous example. Dynamic reversal. In this application, soft sounds come out loud and loud sounds come out soft, simulating tape reversal. First, we'll try it on a crash cymbal and then on a guitar. Now we'll use the Omnipressor as an expander, in which a limited input dynamic range is increased to a wider dynamic range. We'll dial back the output to keep the volume consistent between the dry and wet examples. Listen for how the Omnipressor introduces pleasant harmonics. Limiting. In this example, we'll go back and forth between dry and wet. For demo purposes, we're also employing 10 dB of gain so that the volume remains consistent. Notice how the groove subtly changes. Watch the output meter to see the intricacies in level change. As mentioned, the Omnipressor was the first professional audio device with a sidechain input. This allows the Omnipressor's level detection to be driven by another audio source. In this last example, we have a synth bass line and a drum loop. First, we'll play them individually. And then together. Now we're going to run the kick drum from the loop to the sidechain input on the Omnipressor. Notice how this sterile synth loop picks up the groove from the drums. Now we'll add an extra 30 dB of output and use the mix control to make it more aggressive and fit into the mix. Recreate the sound that's been used on hundreds of hit records throughout the last 4 decades by owning Eventide's Omnipressor. Download the fully functional 30-day demo from eventideaudio.com.